There are spirit guides that work with all 4 of the elements, and these are called the nature spirit guides. Fairies, dragons, gnomes, mermaids, unicorns. These are all spirit guides of the elemental natural world. In this video today, your birthday and numerology reveals which nature elemental spirit guide is your guide. Hi guys, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, my name is Carmen. Welcome. When you come to planet Earth, you might feel alone, but you're never really alone because we all have spirit guides and we all have guardian angels that guide us and give us their guidance while we are here on this planet. They know how difficult it is to live on this planet, and they know that we can't do it alone. We need their help. And so they're always helping us from afar. We all have our own personal guardian angels that watch over us, that are our own angels, only for us, right? But we also have spirit guides that are well known. So like, for instance, you'll have an archangel often that is a guide, okay? You'll have a spirit animal that is a guide as well. If you want to find out which archangel is your spirit guide and which animal is your spirit guide, check out videos that I've done about both of these. So if you haven't seen those videos already, I will link them below in the description box. Those videos, in addition to this video, are going to help you to figure out who exactly your spirit guides are. Which spirits from the other side are here guiding you, giving you help and guidance during this time, this difficult planet that we live on. And of course, if you have ever called upon any of them, then they become one of your guides at that time to help you during that time. But we are also born with specific spirit guides that come with us since birth, okay? They signed up to help us in this lifetime from the time that we are born, and they are with us our whole entire life. The elemental nature spirit guides are basically the spirit guides of the natural world, and they help rule over certain elements, all right? So there are nature spirit guides that work with water, some work with air, some work with fire, and some work with earth, okay? There are spirit guides that work with all 4 of the elements, and these are called the nature spirit guides, and they live in the elemental world. Fairies, dragons, gnomes, mermaids, unicorns, okay? These are all elemental spirit guides that have been written about in stories for years. Throughout time, throughout history, they have written about these in stories, and often considered to be fairy tale, right? Often considered to be made up, that they don't really exist. These elemental spirit guides, they do exist. They do exist, they just exist in a different dimension. They live in a different dimension, and that is why you cannot see these spirit guides. But just because you can't see them doesn't mean that they don't exist. And there have been some people throughout history that have been able to see these spirit guides, right? And so that's why you see people that have written stories about them throughout time, throughout history. And so they do exist, we just cannot see them. But they're always around us, and they help with the elements. They help the plants grow. They help clean the water. They help clean the air. They help keep the elements stable and clean so that the natural world can thrive and survive, such as the trees and the flowers, so that they can grow to their full potential. Like I said, we do not incarnate into this world alone. We have to have help from the other side because it is so difficult to be on this planet, okay? But we incarnate into this lifetime with spirit guides that are ascended masters, that are archangels, and we also incarnate with spirit guides that are elemental spirit guides as well, okay? So if you are drawn to any of these specific elementals, like I said, such as fairies and dragons, and there's others as well, if you're drawn to any of them, then that's a good sign that that elemental spirit guide is one of your spirit guides, all right? So you can use your intuition to be able to tell which one of them is your spirit guide, all right? You can also use your birthday and numbers and numerology to tell which one is your spirit guide as well. there are certain numbers that these elemental spirit guides resonate with. And if you have one of these numbers as a life path number, then that elemental spirit guide is going to be one of your spirit guides. Now, a lot of my subscribers already know what their numerology numbers are. So if you already know what your numerology numbers are, then you can skip to the rest of the video. I will put the timestamps below in the description box. But if you don't know what your numerology numbers are, then I'm going to show you how to calculate them right now, and it only takes a few minutes. It's very, very easy. To calculate your life path number, you're going to take the month of your birthday and add the numbers together until you get a single digit. Take the day of your birthday and keep adding the numbers together until you get a single digit. And take the year of your birth date and add the numbers together and keep adding them together until you get a single digit. Then you're going to take those three numbers that you got and add them together and keep adding them together until you get a single digit. And that's going to be your life path number. Now, if you get an 11, 22, or 33, you do not add the two numbers together because they are master numbers and you do not reduce them. Let's talk about the earth elementals and all of the different spirit guides that are included in this category. But first, I have a brand new monthly newsletter that I'm going to be sending out every single month that basically talks about what energies you can expect every single month, okay? And it gives you some nice information that is not included in my monthly videos. All right, so to sign up for this newsletter that's completely free, head on over to my website, starsalignwithcarmen.com. So if your life path number is a 2, 4, 6, or 8, or any variation of those numbers, okay? So that includes Master 11, which is a variation of the number 2, 22, which is a variation of the number 4, and 33, which is a variation of the number 6. These are the most grounded, stable numbers. So if your life path number is any of these, you're going to connect to the element of earth, and you're going to resonate with the earth elementals. Okay, the earth elementals are the most grounded and enduring of all elemental beings. They embody the essence of the material world, everything that grows, supports, and sustains life. Their energy is slow, methodical, and immensely powerful, forming the foundation of physical reality. The earth element governs manifestation, stability, abundance, and structure. When you attune to earth beings, you connect to the cycles of growth and decay, to patience and perseverance, and to the wisdom of natural order. They teach that true power comes not from haste, but from steady, mindful creation. Earth elementals inhabit forests, mountains, stones, caves, and the roots of the world. Their presence can be felt as a hum beneath your feet, a sense of quiet strength, or the dense stillness found deep in nature. They ground scattered energy and help humans reconnect with the sacredness of physical life, the body, the home, and the planet itself. And by the way, I forgot to mention that most numbers resonate with more than one element. So make sure to check the second element that I have listed for your number as well, because you might resonate with this one or you might resonate with that one even more. All right, but let's talk about who the earth elemental spirit guides are first. And you'll know which one is your spirit guide because that's the one that you'll resonate with the most, okay? So follow your intuition on this one. And you can definitely resonate with more than one spirit guide. You can definitely have more than just one elemental guide. So let's talk about gnomes, all right? These ancient caretakers of the mineral kingdom dwell deep within the soil, guarding veins of metal, crystal, and gemstone. They understand how spiritual energy becomes physical matter. Gnomes embody wisdom, craftsmanship, and the patient transformation of raw material into form. They teach prosperity through diligence and integrity. Small, sturdy beings, often pictured with earthly clothing and working tools. They are the miners and the builders of the unseen world, tending the hidden realms beneath our feet. They understand material creation, from crystals and metals to soil fertility. And they often assist with those who work with plants, gardens, or crystals, and they embody practicality and perseverance. Let's talk about the dryads. Dryads are the spirits of trees, deeply rooted in the life force of the forest. Each dryad is connected to a specific tree, and when that tree dies, the dryad's spirit fades with it. They represent fertility, growth, and the living intelligence of nature. When you stand quietly among trees, the whisper of leaves is said to be the language of dryads. As each dryad is connected to a specific tree, her life is bound to that tree's well being. They personify the spirit of the forest, nurturing ecosystems, whispering wisdom through leaves, and holding ancient memories of the earth. To meet one is to feel the serenity and the agelessness of nature itself. And our next spirit animal here is satyrs and fauns. Satyrs or satyrs, okay, can be pronounced either way, and they are also called fauns as well. Okay, these are wild, free-spirited guardians of the woodlands who embody the joy and sensuality of nature. They are linked with music, dance, and the instinctual side of creation. They remind humans to honor both discipline and delight, to balance productivity with play. And they are half goat, half man woodland beings associated with joy and the untamed rhythms of life, and they teach humans how to celebrate nature's sensuality, music, and cycles. So comment below and let me know which one of these elemental spirit guides resonated with you and which one is your spirit guide. And don't forget to hit the like button, share, and subscribe. And I thank you so much for doing that. Now let's talk about the air elementals and all of the spirit guides that are included in this category. But first, I have a brand new monthly newsletter that I'm going to be sending out every single month that basically talks about what energies you can expect every single month. Okay, and it gives you some nice information that is not included in my monthly videos. All right, so to sign up for this newsletter that's completely free, head on over to my website, starsalignwithcarmen.com. So if your life path number is a 3, 4, 5, or 7, or any variation of one of those numbers, then you're going to connect with the element of air, and you're going to resonate with the air elementals. And we're going to talk about what the air elemental is first, okay? Air elementals are the messengers of the unseen world, pure beings of motion, sound, and thought. They carry the whispers of inspiration, the breath of life, and the spark of imagination. Air governs communication, intellect, and clarity of vision. To connect with air beings is to expand perception, free the mind from rigidity, and open to higher awareness. Their energy is swift and light, often accompanied by a breeze, a sudden gust, or a sense of upliftment. Air elementals teach detachment, how to rise above confusion and see truth from a broader perspective. They also encourage curiosity, flexibility, and openness to change. In the spiritual sense, air represents the divine breath, the creative word or idea that precedes manifestation. And by the way, most numbers resonate with more than one element. Okay, so if there's a second element that I have listed for your number, make sure to check out that one as well, because you might resonate with this one or you might resonate with that one more. Okay, so now let's talk about who the spirit guides of the air element are. And you will know which one is your spirit guide because that is the one that you will resonate with the most. All right, whichever one you resonate with the most, that's going to be your spirit guide. So let your intuition show you who it is. And yes, you can have more than one. The first air elemental spirit guide that we have here is a sylph. Tall, luminous, and ethereal, sylphs are the highest order of air beings. They drift upon clouds and mountaintops, governing weather patterns and the movement of inspiration across the world. They are the muses of poets, inventors, and philosophers, bringing clarity of thought and flashes of insight. To sense them is to feel sudden elevation, a lightness of spirit, and a quickening of the mind. Tall, radiant, and almost transparent, sylphs are the archetypal air beings described by alchemists. They glide through clouds and mountaintops, guiding inspiration, invention, and enlightenment. Sylphs assist thinkers, artists, and mystics in lifting consciousness toward divine understanding. And the next air elemental spirit guide that we have here is a sprite, also known as a pixie. Playful and quick, these small air elementals embody joy and curiosity. They are drawn to laughter, song, and movement. Their energy is bright and mischievous, reminding humans to keep a sense of wonder and to see magic in everyday moments. Tiny, sparkling creatures that dart on the edges of perception. Their laughter is said to sound like chimes in the wind. They awaken playfulness and remind us not to take life too seriously. They keep the mental energy of a place light and vibrant. The next spirit guides we have here are the cloud beings. Vast and powerful air beings that command thunder, lightning, and tempests. They represent divine will, sudden illumination, and the cleansing of stagnation. Working with their energy teaches us courage and the ability to harness chaos for growth and insight. Majestic aerial beings who ride thunderheads and lightning. They embody the power of divine will and sudden revelation. Working with them teaches us how to channel intensity and transform inner chaos into clarity. So comment below and let me know which one of these guides resonated with you and is your spirit guide. Comment below. And don't forget to hit the like button, share, and subscribe. And I thank you so much for doing that. Now let's talk about the fire elementals. And we're going to talk about all of the spirit guides that are included in this category. But first, I have a brand new monthly newsletter that I'm going to be sending out every single month that basically talks about what energies you can expect every single month. Okay, and it gives you some nice information that is not included in my monthly videos. All right, so to sign up for this newsletter that's completely free, head on over to my website, starsalignwithcarmen.com. So if your life path number is a 1, 3, 5, or 9, then you're going to connect to the element of fire, and you're going to resonate with the fire elementals. This also includes master number 11 as well, because 11 has double 1 energy in it. And that also would include master 33 because it has double 3s. The fire elementals are the spirit of transformation itself, the eternal flame that fuels creation, passion, and renewal. They are vibrant, restless, and radiant beings who embody power, courage, and illumination. Fire represents both destruction and rebirth. It clears the old to make way for the new. These spirits awaken creativity, personal power, and spiritual enlightenment. Fire elementals move quickly, appearing as flickers of light, waves of heat, or sparks of energy. They can inspire sudden motivation, emotional breakthroughs, or drive to pursue one's destiny. They teach mastery of will, to burn brightly without consuming oneself. In spiritual alchemy, fire is the great purifier, burning away falsehood and ego to reveal the soul's brilliance. We're going to talk about who exactly these spirit guides are. Make sure to check the second element that I have listed for your number as well, because most numbers will resonate with more than one element, okay? And you might resonate with this one, or you might resonate with that one even more. If there's not a second element listed for your number, then you can always check your soul urge number as well, okay? I'm going to show you who the spirit guides are, and you're going to know who it is because whoever resonates with you the most, that's going to be your guide. Okay, so let your intuition show you who it is. Now, the first fire elemental spirit guide that we have here is a salamander. The purest expression of fire, said to live within flames or molten lava. They are elongated, serpentine beings who radiate both beauty and danger. Salamanders teach how to channel one's inner fire, turning passion into creativity and anger into purpose. They guard the mysteries of transformation and personal rebirth. The purest fire beings, seen within flames or glowing coals. In occult writings, they are elongated, shimmering shapes that dance within heat. Salamanders govern physical and spiritual alchemy, the process of turning lower energies into light. They strengthen willpower and personal transformation. The next fire elemental guide we have here is the Phoenix, the rising Phoenix. The Phoenix is a radiant fire elemental symbolizing rebirth, purification, and internal transformation. Found in ancient myths from Egypt to Greece, it is said to live for centuries before building a nest, of aromatic woods, igniting itself in sacred fire and rising renewed from its own ashes. This cycle embodies the fire element's essence: destruction that gives way to creation, and endings that birth new beginnings. The phoenix's flame is not of anger, but of illumination and spiritual renewal, burning away what no longer serves, so truth and vitality can emerge. Its golden and scarlet feathers reflect solar energy, courage, and divine will, while its song represents the soul's awakening after darkness. When the phoenix's energy enters your life, it signals powerful transformation, urging you to release the old and rise higher, purified, reborn, and aligned with your inner light. The next fire elemental guides that we have are the volcanic flame spirits, manifestations of Earth's inner core. These beings personify the life force that drives creation from within. They dwell in volcanoes, lightning, and the molten centers of worlds. They teach about intensity, change, and regeneration through upheaval. These primal entities inhabit magma, lightning, and solar energy. They represent Earth's heat fire, creation through eruption and renewal. Their guidance often comes during times of intense personal change. So let me know in the comments below which one of these fire elemental guides you resonate with and is your guide. Comment below. And like the video, share, and subscribe. And I thank you so much for doing that. We're going to talk about the water elemental next, and all of the spirit guides included in this category. But first, I have a brand new monthly newsletter that I'm going to be sending out every single month that basically talks about what energies you can expect every single month. Okay, and it gives you some nice information that is not included in my monthly videos. All right, so to sign up for this newsletter that's completely free, head on over to my website, starsalignwithcarmen.com. So if your life path number is a 2, 6, 7, 8, or 9, or any variation of those numbers, such as a Master 11, which is a variation of number 2, or Master 33, which is a variation of number 6, then you're going to connect with the element of water and the water elemental guides. Water elementals flow through every form of life, carrying emotion, intuition, and healing energy. They are the keepers of dreams, memory, and the subconscious. Water governs empathy, purification, and adaptability. It molds itself to every vessel while remaining true to its essence. These beings help heal emotional wounds, awaken compassion, and encourage inner reflection. Their energy is fluid, soothing, and deeply intuitive. They communicate through feeling and sensation rather than words. To work with water elementals is to learn surrender, trust, and emotional wisdom. They remind humans that power does not always come from resistance. Sometimes it comes from yielding and flowing with life's current. And by the way, most numbers resonate with more than one element. So make sure to check the second element that I've listed for your number as well, okay? Because you might resonate with this one more or you might resonate with that one more, okay? Now, I'm going to show you the water elemental guides and you will know which one is your guide because whichever one resonates with you the most, that's going to be your guide, okay? So let your intuition tell you who it is. And the first water elemental guide that we have here is the Undin. Some people say Undin, some people say Undin. But they are graceful and nurturing beings who dwell in rivers, lakes, and springs. They govern the emotional body and the healing power of water. Undins often appear as luminous female figures guiding humans toward empathy, forgiveness, and emotional renewal. Their presence brings calm and receptivity. They're graceful beings who dwell in rivers, lakes, waterfalls, and all kinds of different types of water. Often described as feminine and luminous, they carry the wisdom of love and healing, and they help cleanse emotional wounds and restore harmony to the heart. And the next elemental water guides that we have here are mermaids and mermen. These are hybrid water beings, bridging the human and elemental worlds. Mermaids symbolize enchantment, emotional magnetism, and transformation. Mermaids are water elementals that embody intuition, emotion, and the mysteries of the soul. Dwelling between the worlds of sea and sky, they symbolize the harmony and tension between our spiritual and earthly selves. Their songs are said to mirror the tides of the heart, alluring, emotional, and deeply healing for those who listen with openness. Mermaids guide us to explore our inner oceans, teaching emotional honesty, empathy, and the beauty of vulnerability. Yet, like the sea, they remind us to maintain balance, to flow deeply but not lose ourselves in the depths. The next water elemental guides we have here are Selkies. These are spirits of transformation and belonging. Selkies are gentle water spirits from Celtic lore who can shift between seal and human form, symbolizing transformation, love, and longing for home. When they shed their seal skins to walk on land, they bridge two worlds: the wild freedom of the sea and the emotional complexity of human life. Selkies represent the soul's desire for connection without losing its true nature. They teach the importance of honoring both our emotional depth and personal freedom, reminding us that real love never asks us to give up who we are. Now, the next two guides I have here are guides that could apply to any numbers, okay? The dragon elemental guide can apply to any number because it represents all elements. It represents water, fire, earth, and air, okay? So if it resonates with you, then it could be your guide. And the dragons are mighty elemental spirits that embody strength, protection, and divine wisdom. And they often align with fire and earth elements, but they align with water and air as well. Okay, and they guard sacred energy and teach mastery over one's inner power. Their presence awakens courage, leadership, and spiritual sovereignty, reminding us to command our energy with integrity and purpose. Dragons are ancient teachers of transformation, guiding souls to rise above fear, awaken latent abilities, and walk their path with honor and strength. The next elemental guide is a unicorn, and it can apply to any number because it doesn't belong to any of the four elements. It belongs to the ethereal element, okay, which is a spiritual element. So, therefore, it could apply to anybody, and really depends on if you resonate with this guide. Okay, if you resonate with it, then it's going to be your guide. And unicorns are luminous spiritual beings associated with the ethereal and spiritual elements, symbolizing purity, grace, and higher consciousness. Their energy opens the heart to unconditional love and restores faith in goodness and magic. The unicorn's horn represents spiritual insight, the ability to pierce illusion and reveal truth. When this guide appears, it calls you to align with your higher self, to live from purity of intention, and to trust the quiet voice of divine wisdom that leads you towards healing and light. So comment below and let me know which one of these elemental guides you resonate with and is your guide. Let me know in the comments below. I really want to know. And if you like this video, hit the like button, share it with other people, and subscribe to the channel. And I thank you so much for doing that. Thank you. Really helps to get this information out there and help other people, and it helps the channel out as well. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can head on over to my website, starsalignwithcarmen.com. And you can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Thanks for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Take care.